Hey guys, thank you so much for your patience. Having technical issues here trying to go on today. So I want to give it just a minute to be able to make sure, okay, I think we're going to be good. All right, I see one person on that little eye. How's it going? What is today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I am thrilled. Today's like Christmas for me. And I love it because it is a culmination of many, many months of a lot of work for myself as well as my whole team. And so I want to give you some background stories, and then I want to show you what it is that I've got laying in front of me. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you what Jean Howard's been doing for several days. But those of you that know, we moved to 30A. It's a part of Florida from Memphis, and a lot of the homes here they're brand new. I call them builder bobs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so part of my frustration has been is the fact that I wanted a home that felt, and tell me if you've ever said this. Hey Becky, hey Portia, if you've ever said this, like I wanted the home here to feel like a little jewel box. Has anybody heard that? Like, what connotations do you get when you think of when you go into a home that it looks and feels like a jewel box? And so that's my vision for being able to put this house together. But the problem has been for the last year and a half, we have literally been hand painting, drawing, hand painting all of these papers to be able to go into the house. So as I was doing this, it was something that I was wanting to put together for myself, but it was also part of the vision when I was putting together the Manor-born wall paint. Part of the frustration is when you are looking at paper, when you're looking at wanting to design, how many of us, which Jean and I, we made this decision. It's like, you know what? Instead of trying to find another house, let's stay where we're at and let's fix this up and let's make it look like a jewel box. So that way it's not about overdoing it. We want to really be thinking about a plan for the house, and part of papers, paints, and all this coordinating together. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to a paint store or I've been someplace and people are like, walk me through what that looks like. And so I have tried to put this collection together where it's like Garanimals. Like, you're going to be able to see how easy it is, how fun it is for you to be able to put together a plan that you can make your home feel like a little jewel box too. I want to encourage you today as you're watching, stay tuned because we're going to go over a lot of stuff, but I want you to be able to share this video and tag some good friends that, one, you might be able to confiscate to help you hang your paper and to paint. But then also, I'm going to be giving away one of the three memos of the new wallpaper that we're launching, as well as the Manor-born wall paint card to a person that we will draw. So all you have to do is share this video, tag some good friends that you know want to craft a beautiful life. They want to elevate their home. They want to be able to get it ready to where they're really, really proud of it. That's me. I want to love every single room. I want to love every single area, and that takes a plan. All right, so I'm just realizing I don't know that I can turn this around. Wonder if I can. I might not be able to. It may only be one direction. So I may have to just kind of fake it and kind of turn my phone around so that way you can see it. So I want to show you, hold on, let's see. Hey, Ruthie. Hey, I'm seeing some hey, Tracy, seeing some oldies but goodies. It's like people I hadn't seen in a long, long time. Hey, guys. All right, so I'm going to turn this around. I want you to be able to see. All right, so this is the Manor-born card. As you can see, if you're not familiar with it, I have curated the colors and things that have gone on here. And the curation of the colors, let's be honest, when you go and you're looking at all these paint decks, they're not really colors that you're going to want to have in your home. And what I've tried to do, I've tried to put these together to where they're curated in such a way that they go with the papers as well. And so I'm just fanning this. I want you to see some of them. The other thing that I've done with this first drop of papers that we're doing is we've put together mini prints. We've put together hand-drawn stripes. And one of the things that I want you to be able to see, these are all hand painted. The depth that you're seeing on these and these patterns are absolutely exquisite. The quality of the inks and things that we've used are exquisite, but all of these are hand painted and they're actually quite exquisite. So I love this one. You're going to see this one in just a minute. This is actually hand brushed on that you're going to be able to see. This is even a mark study that it gives you so much depth and so much interest. Look at this one. I love this. Look at this. These have all been hand painted. The depth of the background, it's kind of glazed and textured and drawn over. This is what's going to give your room just a really gorgeous depth to the finish of the wallpaper that you're putting on your walls. This is a paper, this is called a mark, which I'm going to show you this over here. This is actually the memo. So when you order the memos, we're doing a special. You get 3 memos. So that way you could maybe order this one, which is called Dash. You could also get this batik, which is a gorgeous kind of damask batik pattern. Look at the depth on that. It's absolutely exquisite. And then maybe you want a larger pattern like this. So that way you're planning and putting your room together, which this is actually the paper. This is called Loop that I am using in my hallway. So we've got it to where you can order 3 papers that you want to be able to start to put together. And you're also going to get the Manor Born card, which is all actual paint. So you can start to coordinate and put a room together. I'll show you this. This is actually also, this is the trellis. This is going to be going in my laundry room. Do you not absolutely love that? Now I will tell you, I'm going to give you a little tip. We're also getting ready to introduce linen drapes and linen pillows for you to be able to incorporate into these rooms. Is that exciting? All right. I still have my samples I made. Hey, Connie. All right. So I'm gonna turn around. Now I will tell you, babe, I realized something. I can't turn my camera because of the StreamYard. I can't turn it around. Okay. So we'll have to do that. Right. All right. So what I want to do, what I want you to remember as you're going through and you're picking out and taking advantage of the memo sample sale that we're doing and launching this, I want you to look and find what it is that you love, kind of start putting your rooms together because I'm going to be popping on here all the time. I want to educate you and teach you that you can be your own designer. It's not that hard because you've got to start with great tools. And one thing that I've wanted to put together is I've curated these colors of the papers. They're coordinating to go with the wall paints and take advantage of it. I want you to order this today because guess what? We're going to be starting our July 4th sale. So that way you can take advantage of getting your papers 25% off. You'll also be able to get your wall paint 25% off. So that's going to start next week. And so that way I want you to be able to order your memos, order your wallpaper, your wall paint card. So that way you can take advantage of it and then have everything picked out. And then that way you can order it when the July 4th sale starts. So, all right. So I want to come around here and I want to show you. Jean Howard has been hard at work. This is one of my favorite designs. You have been so hard at work and I'm so grateful. But I think what's exciting is I want you to know that you can hang your paper yourself. Is it hard?
Not for a young man.
I don't know if anybody else says this. Our only disadvantage at this point is our age. We still, does anybody else still think that they're 35 and that they can do and pick up anything? Jean and I going to Restore or Habitat or Haven House, wherever, we're just picking up furniture like we thought we were still in our 30s. All right, so walk us through. I'm going to turn this around. And hey guys, as you pop on here, say hey. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Don't forget, share this video, tag some good friends, especially the person you're like, you're going to help me do this. And, and then that way your name will go in for a drawing, and we're going to be giving away the memos and the Manor Born color card. But take advantage of it. And we've only got so many of the memo samples. So grab them. That way you can be ready. All right. Yes, we all think we're 35. All right. So Jean, let's see if I can see that. All right. So talk to us real quick.
I can tell. So I have not done this in probably 20 years. But you can go on YouTube, Google how to install wallpaper tips.
That'll help.
That'll help because it'll give you a lot more detail than I can give you in the short amount of time that
All
we're
right.
doing.
So walk us through.
But what here, what you're gonna need, you're gonna need wallpaper paste. So wallpaper paste, I like a strippable because at some point you may want to strip that wallpaper. So it's a strippable wallpaper. I've got a brush, big trim brush, because I'm gonna be rolling. A lot of y'all think, oh, I've seen people do this before. They'll lay the wallpaper out on a big table and they'll roll paste on the paper.
Don't do that.
And the way you do it now is put the paste on the wall. It's a lot easier, a lot faster, a lot cleaner. You don't make as big a mess.
All right. So this is an Amy Howard
So-
synthetic
Yes,
brush.
and so this is the 3 inch, and I use this to put on my wallpaper paste up around the trim of the crown molding, the baseboard. That way I'm getting it up in that crevice, which the roller will not get to. So this is just like painting, I'm trimming. So I'm putting my wallpaper paste on at the baseboard, at the wall, at the any trim, any place like that. Then I've got my roller. I've got kind of a thick nap knit roller because this way I don't want to put a really thin sponge on it, sponge roller, but I don't want a big, thick, heavy nap either. This is made for semi-smooth, lightly textured, so that you want to get enough wallpaper paste on there to hold your paper.
Can
but
I
not
use, or do I need to get like 2 or 3 of these rollers? Or
Yeah,
is two
yeah. I
enough?
mean, you could, I'd get several because you can wash these so many times before they start deteriorating. But again, this is what you want for paste. I've got a pan to put the paste in. I've got a level and show you where that comes into play. Scissors, measuring tape, screwdriver to take off the outlet plates and switch plates, to pencil for marking. Get you a nice razor knife that you can replace these. It's not a throwaway, but where you can actually replace the blades because they will get dull after a while. I've got a nice sponge. This is a tile sponge. This is really good for wiping off the excess wallpaper paste. I've got a putty knife. It's not a stiff. It's got a little bit of uh, flex to it. This is what I'm going to use when I trim the wallpaper along the wood trim, baseboard, crown molding,
Okay.
and a rag, and of course, very important, a wallpaper spreader.
Spreader. All right. So do you have any recommendations for a paste?
Again, I want a paste that it's strippable in case I ever want to strip it later on. Heavy duty is good. Some of them, they'll specify heavy duty. So it's not so much hung up on a brand. In our case, we live in a little seaside town. I was fortunate to find one place, one hardware store out of major big box hardware stores and
They had the wallpaper
and paint stores that had wallpaper paste, but
Good
you can
deal.
order it. I see you can order it online, but just a heavy duty strippable wallpaper paste.
Okay. So I will tell you, this is one of my favorite wallpaper designs that I think I did. Part of my vision for this was for this hallway. And I'll just tell you, as far as the hallway and what I'm planning, and I'm going to be walking you guys through as we do our house. Um, what we're doing to kind of set it apart. This room in here is going to be painted one of the colors in this circle. And again, this paper, and I think really what sets us apart is the designs and how they've been coordinated with our wall paints. The other thing is this has been hand painted. These circles were hand painted, and it really gives a very organic, yummy look to it. And I want to see, is there a way, hey babe, look at this. Is there any way on here to be able to turn it so it will, the camera will flip? I don't remember. Hang with us. There's not, is there? There's not.
Mm.
So is that, hold on, camera? No, I turned it off. There we go. Doesn't look like it. Okay. All right. So hang with me. All right. So it allows you to be able to see. It's very organic. It has a lot of depth to it. I love how it actually even makes the hallway seem even bigger, but it's absolutely yummy. All right, so babe, walk us through. Make sure you can see, because I can't see you through this.
Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm taking that trim brush and I've got a bucket that I've got some paste in. And here's what I'm doing is taking it and I'm putting that paste right up here in the edge
Okay.
where the crown molding is. And again, I want to get, you don't want to put it on so heavy that you've got a big layer of paste under your paper.
So don't put it on the paper. You're just putting the glue on the wall.
I'm putting it on the wall. And you want uniform coverage. You don't want any halos, you don't want any holidays, any missing spots.
How long on this particular glue, like if you're dealing with a heavy duty wallpaper paste, how long of a working time do you have as a rule?
You know, this, I don't know if it's because it's warm upstairs. I don't know if it's because of the paste itself, but it dries, it's drying pretty quick. I mean, I can get a strip up here or, a run of paper. And then they tell you, when you do your tutorials, it'll say to go 2.5 rolls wide.
No, don't.
But I'm doing one
Right,
plus roll wide
right.
so that I don't have to worry about it drying. Because last thing you want to do is have to come back and redo that wallpaper.
All right, so you're cutting it in at the top with your brush.
And because I don't have anything here, I'll be able to just roll that. So
Okay.
it's coming down, and I'm gonna go to my pan. And then I want to get this loaded up. And I want to get it, again, let's get it even. Let's don't get heavy one side and none on the other. And I'm actually, when I roll this, I'm gonna go over the edge of the other one just a little bit, because I want to make sure that I don't have to worry about not having enough glue.
What's one thing that you've realized in hanging this? And don't be funny, literally helping the people at home as you were doing this, as far as just tips.
Patience,
Patience.
patience. That's the biggie. Uh, again, making sure I don't go any further than just a little past the width of one roll. And I've already measured because I know I'm not going to go past the doorway. I've already lined up, measured, cut,
Okay.
and
I will tell you, it's like Christmas. It's like every time he puts up a roll of paper, it's like I come down the hallway and I'm wanting to be able to see it. So exciting. All right. So you've already cut that.
so what I've done, and if you're going to do this with any regularity, get a utility belt. right now, my pants pockets, I've got my razor blade, I've got my putty knife, I've got my spreader. Uh, so it'd be good to get you a little utility belt to carry all that with. Now I'm gonna, oh, wrong piece. Hand me the one behind you, please.
Okay.
Oh, that was a little long. Now, here comes the fun part. We're gonna line up. And also on your wallpaper paste, uh, if it designates it that it's movable, that's good, because once you put this down, you have some movement to it to be able to line it up better. Um,
So after you've brushed and rolled your wallpaper paste on,
mhm.
you measured your paper, you aligned it up with your pattern.
Well, actually, I did the paper first.
Okay.
That way the glue's not sitting there.
Right. Okay. Got
while
it.
I'm trying, so I've,
Got it.
I've measured, I've cut, and now I go back and put my paste on. Now I'm ready to put the paper up.
Okay.
So once I've got the seams lined up, I just lightly start spreading the paper out. And then I'll take my spreader right to the edge, because I don't want my spreader digging into the wallpaper paste. Could you hand me that sponge? And I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get you a tool belt.
Yeah. So, because I'm gonna be doing more of this. Uh, So now I've got my wet sponge and I'm getting the excess paste off.
So you can wipe on top of this paper with no problem.
Yeah.
Part of what I love while he's doing that, and I want to tell you this, part of what I love about this paper, one, is it's an archival paper. It's got a beautiful weight to it. It's not prissy. It's not like you're going to rub over it and you're going to have a problem. The quality of the paper, it is so thick and so yummy. And what you run into a lot of times, and people are like, well, I want to have a peel and stick paper. Here's the problem. If you've got beautiful antiques, if you've got art that you've done, if you've got furniture that you have done beautiful finishes on, so much of the peel and stick paper, the quality of the paper, the quality of the printing, it's not there. A lot of you may not know, but I was with F. Schumacher for almost 20 years. And working in that world of really gorgeous papers, a beautiful look, you want to be able to apply it with your wallpaper paste. It's not that hard. It's really, really not, and it's so satisfying. But the finish that's on this paper is exquisite. That's part of the curating of what we've done. It's part of why I've wanted to put this together for you, because I want you, as I say, I want you to be able to craft a beautiful life. I want you to have the same kind of quality and paper that I've got, that we're putting in our home. And the other thing is, our rolls are double rolls. So the pricing and the way we have them, you're actually getting two single rolls, so they're all double rolls. And there is a measuring chart on the website, if you go to wallpaper, that we've got it on there, that it will figure and it will tell you how many rolls you need. All right?
And speaking to the material, this is a non-woven parchment coated. This is not a vinyl.
No,
It has a much richer, much more expensive look to it and feel to it, because it's not vinyl.
no. No, and the other thing is, a lot of the paper, when you look at the equivalent, the Scalamandre, the papers of Paris, all of those, they're running 4 to 5 times what we're selling our papers for. And you're getting the quality, the depth, And we believe the designs and everything that are all original of ours that are going to be quite exquisite. So, all right. So tell us how to cut this, babe.
So I've taken my spreader, hence the utility belt, and I've really pushed this up in there. And then I'm gonna take my putty knife. You have to be careful because this is a metal blade. You don't want to stab the paper.
And you're cutting on the bottom of it or the top?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the top.
Okay. Maybe cutting what, 2 to 3 inches at a time?
Well, yeah, and normally you can use a larger or wider knife. The only problem is your trim isn't always level. And so this allows me to get into if there's any discrepancy in the a little hung spot. I just come back, trim.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
There you go. Then I'll come back with my spreader.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go through, I will just tell you, we're going to be making a step-by-step guide of what you need to be able to do, how to hang your wallpaper. We've actually already put it on the website. I want you to be able to go and just kind of dream, start thinking about the color palette. I will tell you with what I'm putting together in my home. Let me show you this again. You see this? This is kind of the color palette that I am going for in my home. I am going into my middle bedroom into this gorgeous petite because it's still pulling this out, and I've got a blue and white ticking bed. But I'm trying to keep it into more monochromatics and creams and going into a little bit of blue because that's going to make it a lot easier as far as resale, and almost anything goes with it. So, Jean, what is one last word that you've got as far as we're going to be staying with them? Because we've got our laundry room paper to hang, we've got our guest bathrooms, we've got a bedroom, we've got this hallway, we've got lots of papering to do. But hey, babe, what's a word that you'd give them?
Let me show. So if you've got rounded or bullnose corners and they're not straight edge, you've got to decide, am I going to wrap it around the bullnose? Am I going to cut it in the middle of the bullnose? I kind of like coming back and leaving a border around it. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to do that real quick because we've got that bullnose.
Okay.
So let me get.
But I will tell you this, y'all know I love black doors. This paper with the black luxe lacquer doors, oh my gosh, it's going to be so fab. That's what we're doing in our master bathroom with the mural that I showed y'all. Okay.
So I'm going to line up where I made the last cut. And here's one of the reasons you're going to need your level is because you're going to pray that the sheetrock guy has done this level across here. It looks fairly good. At least I've got it. I can see where my negative space is going to be. All right. So once I get that level, then I'm going to take my knife.
And that's going to not affect your sheetrock?
Because your wallpaper is going to cover.
So that way you like creating that little border. I'll show them on another. Awesome. Yeah, that looks good.
There you go.
That looks great.
Got a little piece right here for my.
Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what Gina's saying, if you've got the bullnose, So see the framework of this transitioning from the wall over to the door. This is actually going to be painted the black lacquer, and then this will be the wall color. So this acts is my trim color. Now, this larger room at the end of the hall, I'm actually going to be painting it a color that's in my circle here. So much decorating to do, so much wallpaper to hang. And the exciting thing is seeing the transformation of these boring white walls to something that actually just makes my heart go pity pat. And look, I've started even laying the furniture together. This is a milk paint finish on my little Castuvian bench. And I'll be able to start going in and hanging black and white art and my gilded frames. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. So we're officially launching the wallpaper today. And it's really, I think it's part of us curating a home that we'll love, one that we're very proud of, one that we want to entertain in, one that we want to be able to enjoy the bragging rights. And so I believe wholeheartedly you're going to love the quality of the papers. You're going to love the quality of the execution. These have been hand executed, hand painted, hand finished, done in such a way, even the stripes, they're so exquisite. I want you to be able to get this manor born card and these wallpaper memos in your house so that way you can start planning and take advantage of our sale that will start for July 4th. I hope you stay as excited as I am. Share this video so that way I can announce the winner in 3 days and send you the whole package that we have available starting today. We're going to be doing this for 3 to 4 days for $9.99. You get the Manor-Born card and 3 memo samples. I hope you have a great day, guys. Thanks so much. Thank you, Jean.
You're welcome.